Whoever saves one life, saves the world entire. These words, etched in the Talmud, came to define the legacy of a man whose journey began in pursuit of wealth but ended in the salvation of over 1,000 lives. This is the story of Oscar Schindler, a flawed hero, a wartime opportunist turned savior. Oscar Schindler was born on April 28, 1908, in Svitobrinlitz, in what is now the Czech Republic. The son of a factory owner, Schindler grew up in relative comfort, but this comfort was fleeting. His parents' marriage fell apart when he was a teenager, fracturing his family and forcing him to mature early. Young Schindler wasn't a paragon of virtue, known for his charm, but also his indulgences. He had a reputation for cutting corners and enjoying life's luxuries. A poor businessman in his early ventures, Schindler sought fortune wherever it could be found, a drive that would ultimately lead him into the heart of Nazi Germany's industrial complex. By 1939, Schindler joined the Nazi Party, not out of ideological conviction, but as a means to advance his business interests. When Germany invaded Poland, Schindler seized the opportunity to acquire an enamelware factory in Krakow. It was here that he first encountered the Jewish community whose fate would become entwined with his own. At first, Schindler exploited Jewish labor, drawn by its profitability under Nazi policies. But as the horrors of the Holocaust unfolded before him, something changed. He saw friends and workers, people he had grown to respect, ripped from their homes, destined for extermination. Schindler's transformation began quietly, almost imperceptibly, but soon became undeniable. Using his wealth and connections, Schindler began bribing Nazi officials, shielding his Jewish workers under the guise of essential wartime labor. He forged documents, fabricated production quotas, and risked his life to protect over 1,200 men, women, and children. The pivotal moment came in 1944 when the Nazis ordered the liquidation of Schindler's factory and the transfer of his workers to Auschwitz. Schindler, now fully committed to their survival, spent his fortune to buy their lives. The list, Schindler's List, was drafted painstakingly, a lifeline to those who would otherwise face certain death. In the end, Schindler's workers were relocated to his new factory in Brinlitz, where not a single piece of usable ammunition was produced, a quiet act of defiance against the Nazi war machine. When the war ended, Schindler was penniless, his fortune sacrificed for the lives he had saved. Declared a righteous Gentile by Israel, Schindler's efforts were celebrated by the Jewish community. But recognition did not bring him wealth or comfort. Schindler struggled for the rest of his life, dependent on the generosity of those he had saved. He died in 1974, largely forgotten by the wider world, until his story was immortalized in the book Schindler's Ark and later, Steven Spielberg's Schindler's List. Today, Oscar Schindler's legacy lives on, not just in the 1,200 lives he directly saved, but in the generations that followed. His story reminds us that even amidst unimaginable evil, the courage of one person can ignite hope and humanity. As we reflect on his life, we are left with a question. In the face of injustice, would we have the strength to act as he did?